Good day, students. I hope you are healthy, wealthy, and wise. Students, we should understand and realize the importance of our studies. Why do we study? Why do we emphasize on studies? We have to understand what purpose of studying is there. Why do the pupil prefer studies first? As you know, different objectives are there behind studying any topic or any things. It means studies are helpful in dealing our business, how they are important, how they are crucial in our life, we have to understand. Emphasizing the importance of studies, Francis Bacon has said, studies serve for delight, for ornament, and for ability. Meaning is that there are three functions of studies. We study for three causes. The first cause is study serve for delight. We try to gain or we try to entertain ourselves with the help of our studies. We try to gain or receive amusement on the basis of our studying storybooks, novels, cartoons, and so on. So many literal works are there which are important for our amusement. They provide us pleasure, and so studies are very important for our life. Second purpose of studies serve for our ornament. The real ornament or decoration of a student is always studies. It means a student is decorated or gets a kind of beauty in society on the basis of studies, and therefore studies serve for ornament. Studies serve for our ability. It means we gain or deserve our qualitative performance on the basis of our studies. So study is very crucial in our life. So we must give priority to our studies. From time to time, we receive ability by studying different topics, different lectures, different books. In this way, studies serve for delight, for ornament, and for our ability. Now let us continue our studies. The topic which was already discussed previously, the ratio between sides to particular angles of a triangle, especially in the branch of mathematics, that is trigonometry. Now we have to discuss about the ratios. In previous lecture we have discussed so many things. Now in this current lecture we will continue the studies and study the further topics related to their ratios. In previous lecture I explained that these trigonometrical relations are there between sides to the angle. It means what? These are simply the presentation of the ratios of the sides to the particular angle. A particular angle is given there, and we try to just establish relations between these sides, and particularly we take a right angle triangle for this purpose. In right angle triangle, the bottom one is considered as base of the triangle. Which one is perpendicular? That is perpendicular, and the inclined line or segment is known as hypotenuse. So we have to set up a kind of relationship between sine to cosec, between cos to sec, between tan to cot, between sin theta, cos theta and tan theta, and lastly we have to set up relation between cot theta, sin theta and cos theta. In this way, today we have to discuss what their mutual relationships are there. So one by one we will try to understand how can we show with the help of the figure, with the help of our formula. So let us establish some of the crucial results on the basis of our studies. Now see, you may observe here. Here the first one is there. We have to show how sin theta equals 1 upon cosec theta. We have to show, we have to prove, we have to verify this. This sin theta is written where? Which side? It is written at left hand side. So this is called left hand side. Equal mark is there, and just after equal mark 1 upon cosec theta. So this one is right hand side. It means this type of verifications contains two sides. It is a kind of equation, and you know equation contains two sides. Before equal mark it is left hand side, and just after equal mark it is right hand side. So we have to show that sin theta equals 1 upon cosec theta. How can we prove this? Now first, for this type of questions, either we have to take left hand side or right hand side. Suppose you are taking left hand side, so you have to simplify this left hand side, and anyway you have to prove that this left hand side is equal to right hand side. This is the process of verification. Either take left hand side and prove that is equal to right hand side. Reverse is also there. We can take right hand side and this right hand side is equal to left hand side. So we have to take either left hand side or right hand side. For the convenience, I have taken here taking right hand side, means this side is taken, and we will show that this side is equal to sin theta. How can we show? Let us discuss. See, after taking right hand side, what is written here in right hand side? 1 upon cosec theta. 1 upon cosec theta equals, this upon indicates the symbol of division. This is the symbol of division. Division, you know, so this can be noted down. 1 is noted down. In the place of upon we will note down the symbol of division, and upon is cosec theta. Cosec theta means 1 upon cosec theta equals 1 divided by cosec theta. I think you understand here. Now see, cosec theta means it is the relation of hypo to perpendicular. We know cosec theta is the relation of hypo to perpendicular. Hypo to perpendicular. Keep in mind, what is hypo here? PR is hypo, and which one is perpendicular? PQ is perpendicular. So 1 divided by hypo PR upon perpendicular PQ. Hypo PR upon perpendicular PQ. Clear? Now 1 divided by PR upon PQ. I think you understand it. Now this division will be converted into mark of multiplication. You know the process in previous classes, as you were studying in class 3rd or 4th. A rule was there of BODMAS. In the place of division, it is converted into multiplication. When we convert this sign into multiplication, then we take the multiplicative inverse of PR upon PQ. What is multiplicative inverse? Suppose A upon B is a fraction. So what will be the multiplicative inverse of A upon B? That will be just reverse. Denominator becomes numerator and numerator becomes denominator. So multiplicative inverse of A upon B is B upon A. So 1 is noted down 1. In the place of division, it is mark of multiplication. Now we have to take multiplicative inverse of this one. So PQ becomes numerator and PR becomes denominator. So this becomes PQ upon PR. By taking M for multiplicative, and I for inverse. Reason you have to write here. Why is it written here in this form? Because we have taken multiplicative inverse. Now see, if 1 is multiplied, 1 can be noted down 1 upon 1. Now two fractions are there, 1 upon 1 multiplied by PQ upon PR. Now two fractions are considered here. So we have to find out what value is there. If two fractions are given in the form of multiplication, we have to multiply numerator to numerator and denominator to denominator. Now this one equals 1 multiplied by PQ is PQ, both disturbance will be there, and second one 1 into PR, that is equal to PR. Now this one PQ upon PR. Now you have to observe here what is PQ and what is PR with respect to this right angle triangle. Now see, PQ means it is perpendicular. PQ means it is perpendicular, and this one is PR. PR means we are talking about hypo. This is the ratio of perpendicular ratio. Which one? Hypo. So can you recollect which ratio is called perpendicular upon hypo? That is a sin theta. Now see, I have taken here right hand side 1 upon cosec theta, and 1 upon cosec theta equals sin of theta. And what is sin of theta? This one is our left hand side. In this way, this right hand side is equal to left hand side. By this process, we try to prove all the algebraic as well as trigonometry related identities by taking left hand side or right hand side and proving to opposite side. In this way, we have proved the first one, sin theta equals 1 upon cosec theta. Now, second one is there, how can we prove cos theta equals 1 upon sec theta? Again, we have to prove this. How can we prove? Let us discuss. As you have seen here, which side was taken? So that was right hand side. So similarly, we have to take right hand side, and which one is right hand side? 1 upon sec theta. So 1 upon sec theta is taken here in. So taking right hand side, we have, and what is right side? 1 upon sec theta. So I have noted down 1 upon sec theta. That is equal to, upon can be noted down as a mark of multiplication. We are well acquainted with this upon is indicated by mark of division. So 1 divided by sec of theta. Is it clear? Now you may observe sec theta is the relation of perpendicular, not perpendicular. This one is base to hypo. This one is base to hypo. What will be there? Hypo upon base. What is hypo here? P to R. And what is base here? Q to R. It means PR upon QR. So in the place of sec theta, we have to write which one? PR upon QR. Why are we writing PR upon QR? Because it is the relation of sec theta is the relation of hypo to base. So that's why in the place of sec theta we have noted down the ratio of sides, and which sides are here? This one is PR upon QR. PR is hypo and QR is our base. Now again 1 will be noted down as 1 multiplied by QR upon PR. Why QR upon PR is taken here? Because just above it is noted down PR upon QR. Now this sign is changed. This one is converted into opposite sign, that is multiplication. So this will be taken as multiplicative inverse, and multiplicative inverse of PR upon QR is QR upon PR. So 1 multiplied by QR upon PR. Is it clear here? And region will be noted down here. What region is there? Multiplicative inverse. We are taking here multiplicative inverse, applying here. If you multiply 1 to any quantity, there would not be any impact. The quantity will be same. So in this way, This will be equal to QR upon PR. Now QR and PR, two ratio of two sides. Now observe here, where is QR? QR is here. And where is PR? PR is here. QR is base and PR is hypo. And you know the ratio of base to hypo is which theta? That is of cos of theta. We have already studied in previous lecture. So we have to write here in the place of QR upon PR, that is of cos of theta. And we are required to prove this one 1 upon sec theta equals cos of theta. And cos theta is which side here? It is our left hand side. That is equal to left hand side. Means taking right hand side, we have to prove that is equal to left hand side. In this way, other relations are also there. So we have to study one by one and we try to establish other relations between these two sides and that of their particular angles. Now see, the third one is tan theta equals 1 upon cot theta. How can we prove this? The same process as we have discussed earlier. The same process will be adopted. What was the previous method? Either take left hand side or the right hand side. If left hand side is taken, we have to prove equal to right hand side. If you are choosing right hand side, so right hand side will be proved as left hand side. Anyway, it depends upon you. You can prove by any way. So here for the convenience, I am taking right hand side because it is given in fractional form. So what is in fractional form? 1 upon cot theta. So we have to take here right side is 1 upon cot theta. So right hand side is taken here 1 upon cot theta. And what meaning of 1 upon cot theta is there? 1 upon means divided by cot of theta. Means 1, the symbol of upon is divided by, and this one cot of theta. We have noted down as the meaning of this one is there. Now cot theta is the relation of base to perpendicular. We had taught earlier, it is the ratio of base to perpendicular. If you recollect, so that is cot theta is base to perpendicular. Base is what? QR. And which one is perpendicular? UP or PQ. PQ is perpendicular and QR is base. And this one is the ratio of base. Base means QR. So QR is written in numerator upon perpendicular, that is PQ. So PQ is noted down in denominator. I think you are clear here. There should be no any confusion regarding it. Now go, 1 is noted down 1, and always this division is converted into mark of multiplication. If division is converted into mark of multiplication, so we have to take the multiplicative inverse of QR upon PQ. A multiplicative inverse of any fraction is that number which after multiplication results 1. It means denominator becomes numerator and numerator becomes denominator. For which purpose? For finding out the multiplicative inverse of numerator upon denominator. Now interchange, in the place of QR we have to note down PQ. So PQ is noted down where? Numerator, and QR is numerator, it will be the part of denominator. QR is written here in denominator. And what region is there? You have to write appropriate region for satisfying your statement. And which region is there? You have to write the cause of this one. This one is multiplicative inverse. Applying here multiplicative inverse of this quantity. Now see, 1 multiplied by any fraction is always the same fraction. There would not be any sort of change. So If 1 is multiplied by PQ upon QR, there would be no impact, that the result will be same. It means it becomes PQ upon QR. PQ upon QR, observe here, it is the ratio. Ratio of what? Now see the figure. Once again, observe figure. What is PQ here? PQ is perpendicular. And what is QR? QR is base. It means PQ upon QR indicates a ratio of perpendicular to base. PQ upon QR is a ratio of perpendicular to base. And what is called a ratio between perpendicular to base? That is called tan of theta. Now this one equals tan of theta, and we are required to prove 1 upon cot theta equals tan theta. Means tan theta is put. We have taken 1 upon cot theta, and that is equal to tan theta, and that is equal to left hand side, because this one is required. Now right hand side is equal to left hand side, hence the given fact is proved. In this way we have verified the relation that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Now a relation between tan theta to cot theta is established. Now let us consider fourth one. We have to prove how tan theta equals sin theta upon cos theta. A question is there, how can we prove that this tan theta equals sin theta upon cos theta? How can you prove this? Again you have to take right hand side. So taking right hand side we have, and you identify very clearly which one is left hand side and which one is right hand side. So which one is right hand side? That is sin theta upon cos theta. We have to take sin theta upon cos theta and prove that this one is equal to tan of theta. This is the question. So we have taken which one? Right hand side. And what is right hand side? Sin theta upon cos theta, and I have noted down here sin theta upon cos theta. That is equal to, in the place of upon, we have to note down what? Mark of division, because upon means division, mark of division. So it is sin theta divided by cos of theta. Now sin theta, as we know, the relation of which one? If you recollect, you may tell. What is the meaning of sin of theta? It is the relation of perpendicular to hypo, a ratio between perpendicular to hypo. And what is cos theta? This one is the ratio of base to hypo. In this way, in the place of sin theta, we have to note down the ratio between perpendicular to hypo. And what is perpendicular here? PQ. And what is hypo? PR. That means in the place of sin theta we have to note down PQ upon PR. See, I have taken PQ upon PR in the place of sin theta. Now we have studied about cos theta. Cos theta is the relation of base to hypo. Now observe which one is base and which one is hypo. Here is base and this one is hypo. So very clearly QR is base and PR is hypo. So in the place of cos of theta we have to note down the ratio of QR and PR. So here in the place of cos of theta I have noted down the ratio of base to perpendicular, that is QR upon PR. Now this one is division. Now what to do? We have to convert this division into mark of multiplication. Every time division mark is, especially in fractional form. When division mark is given, fractional form is either numerator or denominator are given in fraction. So generally we take the reciprocal of this one. So what to do? Sometimes numerator is not fractional, sometimes denominator is not fractional. If any one of these are there, so this will be converted, this division will be converted in the form of multiplication. So first quantity there would not be any impact. That will be noted down as it is. Keep in mind, only we change in the place of division, we note down mark of multiplication and then multiplicative inverse of this quantity. Keep in mind all this. First quantity, thus first fraction will not be changed, it will be unchanged, fixed. So it will be noted down as it is. In the place of division, it is noted down multiplication, and in after that what is there? QR upon PR. So PR both a part of numerator and QR becomes the part of denominator. So PR upon QR. Now observe, PQ upon PR multiplied by PR upon QR. Now something can be reduced here. Something is common in numerator and denominator. Which one is common? PR is the part of numerator. PR is also the part of denominator. In this way, PR will cancel to PR. How? By applying which rule? Multiplicative inverse. In this way, what is remaining there? PQ upon QR. Here we have applied which rule here? Multiplicative inverse. Now we have, after simplification, it is PQ upon QR. What is PQ and what is QR? PQ is perpendicular and QR is base of right angle triangle. Now observe here. Now a ratio of perpendicular to base is given. So this ratio of perpendicular to base is tan of theta. And this one is required so that right hand side is equal to left hand side. In this way we have proved sin theta upon cos theta equals tan of theta. Now fifth one is there. How can we prove cot theta equals cos theta upon sin theta? The question is there. Cot theta equals cos theta upon sin theta. You may observe here. In the similar pattern, either say take left hand side or right hand side. But here I am taking which side? Right hand side. Starting our journey from right hand side, and that is equal to left hand side. In this way we can prove this. So what to do? We have to take right hand side. And which one is right hand side? Now observe here. It is cos theta upon sin theta. The right side will be noted down here. So cos theta upon sin theta equal to, what meaning of this upon is there? Again you are familiar now. You can understand this meaning is simply a division. It means cos theta divided by sin of theta. Am I correct? Now see, cos theta is what and sin theta is what. You may observe it. Cos theta is simply the relation of or the ratio of base to hypo. And what is sin theta? Sin theta is the ratio of perpendicular to hypo. So consider here cos theta. Cos theta means a ratio between base to hypo. And what is base here? QR. And what is hypo? PR. So in the place of cos of theta, what will be noted down here? QR upon PR. Why? Because this one is base and this one is hypo. Multiplied by sin of theta. Sin of theta means perpendicular to hypo, a ratio between perpendicular to hypo. And what is perpendicular here? PQ. PQ is noted down here. And what is hypo here? PR. We have noted down here PR. It means cos theta equals QR upon PR. In the place of division, it will be division. In the place of sin theta, we can note down on the basis of figure, with the help of figure, PQ upon PR. Am I correct? I think you understand. Now see, We have to convert this mark of division into mark of multiplication, and you know the process. What process is there? The first quantity remains unchanged, so this will be QR upon PR. In the place of division, what is noted down? Multiplication. And afterward, we have to take multiplicative inverse of PQ upon PR. So what will be multiplicative inverse of PQ upon PR? So PR upon PQ, just inverse of this one. So QR upon PR multiplied by PR upon PQ. Now something is reduced here. In numerator and denominator, something is common. Common things can be reduced both from numerator and denominator, but same thing should be reduced. Same factor should be reduced. So which one is common here? Here it is PR and here PR. So both can be reduced, and after reduction, what is remaining? In numerator it is QR, so we have noted down QR. In denominator, what is remaining? PQ. So PQ is noted down. Now we have QR upon PQ. See the figure. PR upon PQ. QR upon QR upon PQ. QR, what is QR here? This one is base, and what is PQ? That is of perpendicular. The ratio of base to perpendicular. The ratio of base to perpendicular. What is base to perpendicular? That is a cot of theta. So in the place of QR upon PR, we have to wrote down in terms of theta, and that is cot of theta, and cot of theta is our required verification, that is left hand side. Now right hand side is equal to left hand side. In this way, this one is verified. In a nutshell, what we have studied today, that is, first at all we have proved sin theta is equal to 1 upon cosec theta, cos theta is equal to 1 upon sec theta, tan theta equals 1 upon cot theta, tan theta is also equal to sin upon cos theta, or cot theta is equal to cos theta upon sin theta. We have established the interrelationship between sin, cos, tan, cot. So we have verified here. In this way, these relations are helpful in solving and verifying different equations, different ratios, different problems given in trigonometrical chapters, and you may study from time to time, and you can appreciate by applying all these ratios and results in your solution. You have to apply these results. These are the some crucial results, and this could be applied here while solving, while proving any identity. So in this way, we are capable to solve the problems related to trigonometry.